Hi guys, this is George back again with another vinyl update, vinyl and CD update. I got a couple things this week that I figured I'd show. Not too much, kind of all cheap stuff. A couple really cool AC/DC bootlegs on LP. A couple DVDs and a few CDs I'd like to share. So I'm going to start off with the UK pressing of the GODZ. This is their first album on RCA in England. It's on RCA Millennium. I can't remember the label it was on here. But pretty much same cover except for the RCA logo. Pretty cool. If you haven't heard the GODZ yet, the first album, I think they just put out a brand new album after like 20 some years, but definitely check the first GODZ record's really good. Next I picked up a UK Elvis Presley. It's called 40 Greatest. This comes on a limited edition pink vinyl. Pretty killer. Again, this was like the last update I did. I had the John Lee Hooker was really beat up, but the vinyls were mint. Same deal with this one. The cover's beat. They taped it. You know, what are you gonna do? Hopefully I'll be able to upgrade at least the cover. The LPs are killer, so if I could find a cover for that, you know. If not, no big deal. Next up, I got the first Doobie Brothers. You don't really see this too often. I thought this was killer, and this record's actually really fucking cool, man. This is like not your typical Doobie Brothers stuff, like, you know, Black Water and, you know, whatever else, all the hits from the mid-70s. This is actually a kick-ass rock and roll album, man. This is a lot different than you would think. I would definitely suggest, you know, maybe looking it up online, see if you can find a track or two to listen to the first Doobie Brothers record. I was blown away. I mean, this was just one, you know, $1, picked it up, figured I added to the rest of my Doobie Brothers stuff. Pretty killer, though. Next up, Bill Haley and the Comets. This is the king of rock and roll. This is like a bunch of tracks I'd never heard. You know, I have his best of and all that other stuff. But these tracks, this is actually killer, man. I like a lot of this stuff that's on here more so than the hits. I mean, he was definitely, you know, ahead of his time. I don't know about the king of rock and roll, though. I'll show you something a little later that proves who the real king of rock and roll is. Next up is a band called the Dummies. Didn't really care for this too much. This was a blind buy $1 LP. Kind of punky, kind of fuzzy, kind of blah. It's a shame. They have a cool name, cool look, but didn't care for it. What are you gonna do? Next up, Chuck Berry. This is the Rock and Roll Rarities 2 LP set. I believe this is the reissue on MCA and not the actual chest pressing. Well, maybe it is. No, MCA 1986. This is killer. This has got like previously unreleased tracks, alternate versions of some of his hits, live stuff that was never available. Definitely check this out. If you're into Chuck and you haven't heard this yet, definitely worth. This is like mint too, mint condition. Really cool. Next up, I got some new titles here. I got sealed from eBay. This is the GUV'NORS, The Pint of No Return. Haven't cracked this one yet, but it has Don Powell from Slade on one of the tracks. So I'm curious to hear it. Looks like it would be pretty your standard, like, well, from Germany, I guess, but like, you know, punky, like that new punk hard rock kind of mix, like Backyard Babies or the Bones or anything like that. Next up, this is fucking awesome. The Van Halen, Different Kind of Truth, double red vinyl, 180 gram. This thing is out of print already. Super embossed front cover, silver foil logo. This Took me a while to get this. I saw it through Van Halen's website. They called it the Tour Edition. They wanted like $60 for it. Kiss my ass. That's what I said. So I waited, and Shady Dog actually got this for me for under 30. So pretty killer. 180 gram vinyl, like I said. He was gonna order more, couldn't get any more, so I don't know if it's out of print, if it's totally gone now. If you see it, pick it up. Kind of like the Ozzy double live thing from Record Store Day. Apparently they're long gone now. Next up, I got a sealed copy of the latest Victory record. This features Herman Frank from Accept. This is called Don't Talk Science. I heard a couple tunes on here. Pretty good stuff. Victory was always hit and miss for me. This is kind of the same way. I would say half the record's really good. The other half just kind of sounds like, alright, let's get this fucking thing done because, you know, we got a new Accept record to do. So, what are you going to do? Next up, sealed copy of the V8 Wankers. This is called Iron Crossroads. I believe this has it has an extra LP bonus track called In My 442. Kind of Motorheady, real like punky Motorhead, Wild Hearts. I don't know who else does really what do you call? I lost my train of thought. Who to compare it to? Sorry about that. Killer record though. I think that's like their 4th or 5th album. Let's see. The Dragons. This is Rock Like Fuck. I got this on CD. I just wanted it on vinyl. It was cheap. It was like $1.50. Killer rock and roll band from I think the Bay Area. I don't think they're together anymore, but I think they had like 4 or 5 records out. Straightforward hard rock, not like glam or anything, more like sleazy bar rock type stuff. Really killer, kind of like Super Suckers, that kind of thing. Great band. Next up is Alcatrazz Live 83. This features Yngwie Malmsteen and Graham Bonnet. This is a newly released LP on Deadline Records. Deadline Records, I think they're distributed by Cleopatra. They put out these titles, like they've put out like the Cinderella Live thing 8 different fucking times with 8 different titles. You know, it's ridiculous what they do. But this is actually cool. This is the first time it was out. Pretty solid recording, from what I remember. I got this last week, and that was like one of the first things I listened to. But if you like Yngwie, if you like Alcatrazz, I would definitely pick that up because you can't get it any other way. I mean, except for CD. But here's that Turbo ACs, Kill Everyone on vinyl that I mentioned in my last update. I got the CD. Finally got the vinyl this week. Haven't listened to the vinyl yet, but I know the albums kick ass. But check that out. Picked up a sealed copy of debut album from the American Bang. The first single on here was Whiskey Walk, which I heard like maybe 3 or 4 months before the album came out. I kind of dug it. It has that buck cherry, black, what do they call it? Black stone cherry type stuff. I have the CD. I haven't opened the vinyl yet, but it was produced by Bob Rock, which is pretty killer. I mean, I remember the CD sounding like really meaty and monstrous. Check them out. If you like Buck Cherry or Blackstone Cherry, check them out. A lot of cherries flying around in that. Priestess second album, Prior to the Fire. Pick this up. It has a bonus 7-inch and a double vinyl, 180 grams. I just didn't care for the record. The first 2 songs were cool. I liked them, but then it kind of went all wacky from there. I do want to give it another chance because I loved their first album. I thought their first album was really good. Just not feeling this one, man. But if I check it out again and dig it, and I'll make sure I let everybody know. But as of right now, Next up, the latest Zodiac MINDWARP and the Love Reaction albums is called We Are Volsung. He's put out some pretty shitty records, I think, the last couple. This album's actually really good. I was surprised. Production's done, the production's nice, sounds good. The last few records, the production was just horrible. They sounded like 4-track demos. Definitely check out the latest Zodiac MINDWARP if you like that sleazy, hard biker rock type shit. Next up, I got a couple AC/DC bootlegs. This is Fault Lines and Fine Wines. This was actually released like, I don't know, sometime last year, or late last year. This is the San Francisco September 3rd, 1977 show, taken from the KSAN reels. This sounds unbelievable. Killer packaging. I think it comes with the CD. Colored vinyl, the whole 9 yards. But definitely check that out, man. And look at those pictures. Killer or what? If you find this, get it. The last LP this week I got was the AC/DC At the Circus. This is a 3-disc, 3 LP show, 3 LP, set from the Munich, Germany show from 2003. This is a soundboard. I believe it's obviously taken from the DVD that was in the Backtracks box set, the guitar amp box set. This sounds unbelievable. I mean, this sounds like a live album should sound, and they do like Rock and Roll Damnation on here, and What's Next to the Moon, If You Want Blood. Really kill. They have Bad Boy Boogie, they bring that back out for this, and I mean, what a great show this is to have, and it's a fucking beautiful set, man. Red vinyl, 180 gram vinyl. I can't say more. And I got this surprisingly pretty damn cheap for what I've seen them going for now. Is ridiculous, but a couple DVDs I got. The Doors, Mr. Mojo Rising, The Story of L.A. Woman. Eagle Rock put this out. It's about an hour-and-a-half documentary. Pretty killer. Has interviews with the surviving members of the Doors, how they recorded the record, what was going on in the time, and during that time, and the time of Jim's death, and pretty interesting stuff. I'm not normally a big fan of these Eagle Rock things, but lately they've been doing a pretty good job with those. So the other DVD I got is the Halford live at the Saddam Super Arena. This is on the Made of Metal tour. This is from the Made of Metal tour, which I didn't care for that record at all. There was maybe like 4 songs on there that I thought were good. Roy Z produced the audio for this. Killer high def. I got it on DVD because it was super cheap. I'm probably going to pick this up on Blu-ray because it looked at and sounds that good. I'm a huge Halford fan, big Judas Priest fan, and I was pleasantly surprised. This is actually a really killer set. He does some, a bunch of stuff from the Made of Metal album. Like I said, I wasn't a big fan of that record. It just seemed rushed. I don't even think he wrote the lyrics to it. I don't know. The lyrics just seemed, some of it was real childish, and I don't know. Then on to the CDs, I got the Chuck Berry. These were super cheap, $2 each. It's called Two Complete Albums. There's 36 songs on here. It's from the Chuck Berry's on Top record and the After School Session, but it also has live bonus tracks. That was $2. That was pretty killer. Next up, the B.B. King. It's B.B. King, another $2 disc. It's kind of like a best of. Kind of weird. It's worth $2. What the hell? And I told you before about the King of Rock and Roll, Little Richard. And the title's called The King of Rock and Roll. That's all you need to know. This is another $2 thing. This is a best of. Pretty killer because it's the original recordings. And it's The King of Rock and Roll. Next up, we got the new George Thorogood record. He pays tribute to a bunch of Chicago legends on this record. It's all cover tunes except for 2 songs. I haven't cracked this one open yet, but I heard probably 75% of the record, and I loved it. I really like when Thorogood does covers, but even like 2120 South Michigan Avenue was killer. He does Bo Diddley on here, High Heel Sneakers, Buddy Guy's on this. I love George Thorogood, so it was good to hear a really solid record from him finally after a lot of years. Next up, I got the new Accept. This is called Stalingrad, slipcase. I like that cover 10 times better than this one, but picks up where the last album left off. Super heavy, super killer riffs, typical Accept type stuff. Mark Torillo, I think his name is his singer. This is his second album with them, and it's killer. Check it out. Last CD I picked up was super cheap. ZZ Top's Rio Grande Mud. This is their second album. I have this on vinyl, but I wanted to pick it up on CD, so I got that for like $3. As you can see, I'm sweating my ass off. It's hot up here. I wanted to let everybody know that this Friday coming is my surgery date, so I probably won't be on for like a week or so. I'm going to be doing a DVD update sooner than I thought because I have a lot of time. I'll have a lot of time over the next couple weeks to watch some stuff. I'll probably do an LP update maybe the end of next week when I'm feeling a little better. I have a bunch of stuff coming. I got a bunch of Blu-rays coming, a bunch of LPs coming, so if you guys are looking for anything, I'm going to be going out to Pittsburgh on the June 14th, 15th, and 16th for a record thing. I'm going to be out picking. I'll be doing a Princeton record exchange run soon, so if you have any want lists, put them in my comments, or put them in the comments below. And also, the second week in July, I'm going to be gone for a week, picking record stores and people's homes. So I'll fill you guys in more about all that and what I have available. I'm going to put this stuff on eBay for like a penny each. I have about 300 albums now that I'm going to get rid of from picking the area. Again, it's no garage sale bullshit. They're all excellent to, I would say, very good plus to mint minus. I'm trying to stick with hard rock, classic rock, blues, punk. So if you're into any of those, there is like some easy listening shit in there. But let me know what you're looking for. If I can find it, I'll be more than happy to pick it up for anybody. And like I said, I'll be out of commission for a little bit. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, so I should be doing another LP update within the week. And I'll be doing another DVD update soon, way sooner than I thought. I said I was going to do them once a month, but probably every couple weeks now. So thanks again for subscribing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.